And the Ducks will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense takes the field. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need.
Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Reed. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The run to the right. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. The snap sets up the throw. Got his man to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
The give to the back. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Canes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire 1st quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Oregon Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Dart. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
This is a 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
On second down, looking again to throw. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you could tell, just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Now a fair catch is called for. It may just shy of midfield. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, he felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
On third down, he drops to throw. Going for it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
The end of the first half. With the score, Miami 7, Oregon 0.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Cooper. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Cooper. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Open space at the 25. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes 1 deep. And he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricane!
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going. Yeah,
let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working that left side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get 1 more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They keep attacking through the air. Got a man. It's Cephas. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Back to pass. It's Dart. Getting some heat. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He's looking to throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Miami! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air. It's Dart. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw on second down. The short hands. It's Hardy. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third down, going up top. On the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Running with power. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.